Hello, everybody. We're here again today talking about burnout and topics that are related with burnout, mainly in order to prevent and recover from a burnout that we have gone through in our lives. So, today we are on day 21 of our 30 Days, 30 Tips challenge. And yesterday, I was out in nature and I was spending all my day enjoying nature, being next to the sea, or taking photos among the trees and reflections and water puddles. And um, it was so great that I actually wanted to talk to you about this today. And actually, I'm sharing photos with you here that you can see, even though it was really cold and windy and at some points rainy, it was so refreshing for me. And it was something that made me feel so different. And I really wanted to talk to you today about the benefits of nature in our mental health. So, here we are today talking about 6 gains that we can have when we walk outside in nature, when we are there, out there, enjoying what is around us, enjoying our environment. The first one is that when we are walking in nature, these can help. This can have a very strong effect on our physical health. So, what happens first in our body? Our blood pressure is being lowered. That means that we are already a little bit calmer. Our stress hormones are also decreased. So you can imagine, it makes sense actually why some people they call it forest therapy. When you are among the trees and we are walking and your walking pace is really relaxed and really slow, and you are enjoying the environment around you, and you stop for a moment and you take a breath, that can change entirely what happens in your body at that moment. A second thing that can happen is that walking in nature and being outside can help our short-term memory. This is what happens when we are focusing on what's happening at the present moment. We're more focused and we're trying to remember things that we see, and that helps a lot. And remember a previous video that we did, and we're talking about the effect on burnout on our memory, that it actually causes loss of memory. This is the moment when we walk outside in nature that we can restore that function, the function of memory. We can actually make our brain work better. And that's already a big gain, because we really worry when our memory stops working. Another thing that can happen is being in nature can improve also your attention. And I also read a study that was really, eye-opening. It can even help people and kids with ADHD. Imagine what can do to people that they don't have ADHD. Yeah? It can help us focus and then improve our attention. Even just 20 minutes in the park. It doesn't need to be like hours. Another thing that can happen is our immune system is boosted. Our cells in our body start restoring. We feel that it's like a rejuvenating effect in our body. And we breathe more oxygen, we breathe fresh air, and that can help us be more strong against viruses, against colds and flu. And that's already amazing. Imagine less days being sick during the year. Another thing that can happen, and I believe that for me, it's one of the strongest effects of being outside and being in nature. You become more mindful. Remember, in another video, we were talking about mindfulness and how it can help us in burnout. When you are outside in nature, you cannot help but look around you, use all your senses, listen to the birds chirping. Take a look at the special leaves and the special plants that you see around you. Get attracted by the unique colors that you see around you in nature. You cannot help it. You just are drawn to focusing on your senses. And that's the mindful walking. And that's being mindful in nature. You don't need to do difficult meditation practices. You just go out in nature, and that's the best meditation practice that you can do. Also, we feel that we're more in awe of nature around us. How did this happen? How did this plant survive the winter, even though it has these really thin and fragile branches? You cannot help but noticing what's happening around you at that moment. So it's so distressing and so calming. And the last thing, and the last benefit that nature gives us, it makes us be more grateful that we are able to walk in nature. We're able to see what's happening around us, that we're able to enjoy what nature has created for us. That's the best exercise for our brain, being grateful, practicing gratitude every day, thanking ourselves for being alive, for being healthy, and being able to enjoy nature. That's a constant practice of mindfulness and gratitude. And this is something that our brain will thank us for the rest of the week. Even if you do it once a week, that's going to be something that your brain will thank you. And the energy that you will take from being in contact with nature, even for a couple of minutes or hours, is immense. It's life-changing. How often do you go out in nature? How often do you walk and you spend time and you are mindful? But also, I would like to listen to you if you have different experiences with nature. If you go out but still you feel agitated or restless, or you feel like I should be working now. Does this happen to you? Please, I would like to hear your experience, and I am very interested to hear your comments. This is it, day 21 of 30 Days, 30 Tips Challenge on Burnout. Nature helps burnout, that's for sure. Take good care of yourself. See you again tomorrow.